So this will be part 16 of our complete application in ASP.NET C# and SQLite with no coding. And in this tutorial, we are going to now customize our login page, because if you look at the login page we see that it is okay, but there are a number of things. You have the sidebar here, which is not supposed to be there. And we also have the login page not looking so good, because if you look at the login page from the template, you see that it kind of makes some sense because it's centralized with a good background. So let's see what we can do to customize our login page. Again, if you are joining me for the first time, please subscribe to my channel. Go back and review the previous videos, because this is a step-by-step series and it's quite easy. If you want to support me, that's fine. Buy me a coffee or support me on Patreon or something, as this motivates me a lot. Okay, so let's follow the steps in my website. So the first thing I want to do is to customize the login page using the login page from the template we downloaded. Now the login page we are going to customize is the login layout page. So let's see. So let me stop this application from running, and I'm going to the login layout page, which is this page. We want to customize this page. Okay, so the step says open the login layout page and delete the header and the sidebar. So let's see, we have to delete the header and the sidebar. So we have the sidebar name. Let's see, we have this. Alright, so if you're able to collapse the codes like this, you should be able to see what to delete. So let me not mess up something. So we have the header, which is this part, which is name. I'm going to just delete. And the first item in this layout is a navigation, so I'm going to delete it as well. So I've deleted the header and the sidebar name. And if you want, I can just rerun this application. Let's just check that they actually were deleted. The next step says open the register.cshtml file and delete the second column next to change the first column class to call MD12. I'm going to do this, so let's see. Let's see. Okay, so if I go back to accounts, register, you can see that we've deleted the header, we've deleted the sidebar, and if I go to login, it's the same thing here. Okay, so I want to delete these parts, okay, in both the login and the registration page. So what I'm going to do now, these items I'm going to delete appears in the accounts, in the areas, identity, account, pages, account. I'm going to login page. So in the login page, I'm going to delete the second row. So let's collapse so that we can see what we are working with. All right, this is what we have now. And we come here and we have this second column. I'm going to delete it. After deleting it, the next step says change this one to call MD12. Call MD12. Let me just increase the font a little bit. Let me just make sure. Yeah, that's fine. So I'm going to repeat the same procedure for the register page. So I'm going to go to register page. And I'm going to change this one to call MD12. And I'm going to delete the second column. Let me just make sure I'm not screwing up something. So this is the second column I'm going to delete. So at this point, I would like to run the application just to check that things are the way we want it to be. And while the application starts up, I'm going to just check what the steps are. Alright, so if I go now to the login page, you can see that we've deleted that unnecessary column that at the other side. And if I go to register as well, we should be able to see about the same thing. Okay, so we are still customizing. Let's check what the next steps are. Copy the content of the body section from the register.html from the template to the body section of the login. Just give me 1 second. Copy the content of the body section from the register.html without the script section to the body section of the login.cs HTML file, and delete the form section and the place and use render body. Let's do it. It's better we do it, it becomes clearer. Alright, so let's open the login.html, this one from the templates. I'm going to open here. Alright, so I'm going to copy the body section, which is this one. Copy. Let me just make sure I copy correctly. So I'm going to say copy from here, and I'm going to use it in the body section. Let me see, from the body section to the body section. All right, so we are in the login page. Let's see. Just make sure, give me 1 second. Let me just make sure I don't screw up anything. All right. All right, so the body section should be this one. So let's see, it has to be this. So everything, I'm going to just paste. Okay, I think it should be fine. And then the form section, which is this form/form. This form/form now, I'm going to replace with the render body, which is this one. So I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to replace the render body. So in my login.cs HTML, so I'm going to remove this one. I'm going to put render body right here. I'm going to test if it works. I'm going to now do the same thing for the register page. Okay, so here it says render body does not exist. I think it should be a call like this. Render body. 1 second. Let me just make sure this. Yeah, I just did the wrong thing, so I'm going to undo. I'm going to undo for a good reason. I'm going to undo everything. All right. So what we are going to change will be the login layout page and not the login page. It will be the layout page that we are going to be modifying. So let me close this, save. So let's go to the actually the login layout page. So I'm going to go to the login layout page. So the body section without the scripts. So let's go back to this one. So I'm going to copy the content of the body section, which is this. I'm going to copy it and use it to replace the body section right here. Let me just check. I'm going to use it to replace the content of the body section here. Okay, I'm going to replace the content of the body section without the scripts. I'm going to save everything and delete the form section and add render body. So I'm going to drop down and delete the form section here, and I'm going to add at render body. Like this. Fine. So we're almost done with the customization. So I'm going to run this application now. And let's see. Give me 1 second. So, no. So I think this render body is a call like this, maybe. Yeah, so it's a call, is a function call. So I'm going to run the application again. Let's see what happens. So what we expect to see now is the login page, and the registration page will now assume the layout of the login page from our template. So I maximize, and I'm going to the login page now. So you can see what we have. It's not perfectly okay, but at least you can see we've made some progress. So let me use register. So you can see the register page worked, but the login page did not. So let's go to the login page. I think I messed up some things. Yes, let me just undo. Okay, so I'm going to save everything. I'm going to rerun again. So at this point, if we now go to the login page, we will see that it should be fine. And it's not. Okay, so this is a problem. So permit me at this point, because I promised that there's going to be zero coding, permit me to go to my GitHub repository and simply copy the login page. So I'm going to so give me 1 second. So the page that we messed up should be the login, not this one. So come back here. So it should be the login page, this one. It should be this one. All right. So it should be this one, and I'm going to my repository. I'm going to this pages, and I'm going to accounts. I'm going to the login, the CSHTML, and I'm going to copy everything because I think I missed out. So I screwed up something. I'm going to copy everything from here, and I'm going to simply replace the login, the CSHTML. So I'm going to take all this and paste what I copied from my repository. So I'm going to save everything, and I'm going to relaunch this application. But I know there'll be some problem because I have additional fields in that page. So, but let's see how it plays out. Okay, so this is what I expect the login page to look like. So at this point, our customization is almost done. I'm going to stop here. In the next part, we now complete the customization of the login page and then see how we can add background image. Meanwhile, you can just check the register button, the register page. Let's make sure we've not screwed up anything. So yeah, this is what we expect. So I'd like to thank you for being there. In the next part, we continue the customization. And if you have challenges, please let me know. If you are joining for the first time, please go to start from the beginning. And also feel free to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any updates. If you want to support me, please buy me a coffee or support me on Patreon or in other ways. And we'll see you in the next part. Keep in mind that I'm Kind on the Tech Pro and I'm always there for you.